So it looks like it's working. They're not showing up for singles events, ignoring women who are not actually interested in you or in us. They're starting to complain about it. But I would say this right now, this is just the initial surge of regret. It's not really, it hasn't really emotionally cut them deep enough yet. So we're not exactly done. But gentlemen, continue to be focused on your purpose, do what you're supposed to do, bring in women to your life who are actually worthwhile, okay, and stop being so uh, pussy desperate. And also, don't be fooled by the trad thoughts. I mean, Charlie Kirk is a perfect example. If you watch the interviews or any of the talks he did with his wife involved, he's very much like a happy wife, happy life kind of guy, and you can kind of he's kind of a goofball. And the way his wife reacts to some of the things he said, you can tell she's basically getting over on him. And based on some of apparently the current information that comes out, apparently she wasn't as pure as she portrayed herself to be. So, but that's a different topic. But yeah, keep 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 going. Now, when it comes to female deception, I need you guys to pay attention to this. Now, they haven't. I'm still somewhat hearing it, but it's all the women saying, "I've never had a boyfriend." Okay, what's your body count? As I said, you can never have a boyfriend and get fucked by 300 people by 24. Come on, man. Come on, get that shit out of here. What's the hoe facts? But let these chicks experience a cold, painful, desperate winter. I love it. I love it. I had a feeling it was coming and now it's here and it's magnificent. Do not be the accessory for the holidays or for the winter. No. Genuine attraction. That's what we're focused on. Too many guys are desperate for some poon. They end up going after the first girl who somewhat seems to show them, affection, who somewhat seems to be interested, but isn't genuinely attracted. And then, a couple of months go by, maybe a couple years, maybe somehow you end up marrying this chick. But she's still thinking about the guy who blew her back out or the man she's in love with who isn't you. That's why genuine attraction is very, very, very important. We've had enough of alpha widows. As an aside, it seems like a lot of what MGTOWs have been saying for years is right. The one thing I do disagree is that you should still get married. You should still look for relationships, just optimize them and look for all the bad behaviors, the female solipsism, the alpha widows, all that stuff. As I say, the MGTOWs I feel like are more if you more right about female nature than your typical PUA is, but I digress. Um, you know, the proud, obnoxious, I don't need a man chicks, break them in half. Emotionally destroy them. Leave these hoes alone. I thought you didn't need men. I thought men were useless, huh? Okay. But you need your tire changed, huh? You need your plumbing fixed, huh? You need someone to pick up something heavy for you, huh? You need someone to do something outside for you, huh? You need someone to protect you, huh? Okay, like I said. And also, don't waste time on these unruly broads. I wonder though, I know I've looked at female dating strategy, the subreddit, and most of them are not like pure virgins. Most of these chicks have had at least a couple relationships or been fucked a couple times. And it seems like either they're just nasty people or just sluts that have basically expired. Like a lot of these chicks are in their late 20s, at least the last time I checked. Late 20s, early 30s, even older. So basically, FDS is a bunch of bitter sluts. So I wonder if those types of women are the same as the kill all men chicks. They've been fucked a million times or whatever. They can't get anybody to commit to them. Maybe they're even a little mentally loopy because of, the bonding and detaching, bonding and detaching, bonding and detaching. That's where it comes from. But that's my own little theory. And the feminists are not completely defeated. And we still have, weak, simpy feminist men, mostly boomers and Gen X, but, unfortunately, millennials and Zoomers, there's plenty of those goofballs too. And the simps as well. No, no more simping. Stop. Stop. Stop being desperate. And in order to help you not be desperate, you should have a roster. Have a rotation. Talk to multiple women. All the bullshit that the ladies tell each other, which is technically a bad idea. If you're talking to a guy and you're talking to two other guys, and the one you may really like finds out that you're talking to other dudes, you've just blown things up, and now you're stuck with your second best option. But as I said, I don't really make these videos to help the women because they're not going to listen anyway. But if any of you dumb hoes are, take that into account. But gentlemen, I say, get your passport, open up your options. There's plenty of a JJ out there for us all. But yeah. And gentlemen, if you find a good woman, you're blessed. You're great. It's awesome. But you have to find one. That's the hard part. Think of finding a wife, girlfriend as kind of bringing on an employee. You can think of your life as a business, and what kind of employees do you want? What kind of life do you want? Think like that. And do not forget, you are the prize. I said when the men started pulling away, the ladies started to get upset. It's the same thing where like a lot of men were going to Thailand, and then all the women are showing in Thailand. The men are going to Vietnam, all the women are going to Vietnam. They always follow us. It's like you are the prize. Don't ever mistake that. You are the value. When the ladies need something done, they look at us. I know Nikki Haley made that retarded comment. If you want something done, you get a woman. Really, Pam Bondi hasn't been doing shit but covering up for Epstein. Useless bitch. So, keep building the life you want. Keep humbling these obnoxious bros. I mean, obnoxious hoes, my fault. Well, the simps are obnoxious too, but yeah, humble them too. Stick to your purpose. And that's really pretty much all I have for you for this video. Now I've got one more video for 2025. It's supposed to be a 2025, wrap up. And that'll pretty much be it. And then I'll, obviously I may not post immediately in January, but that's pretty much it. I've been Jarrell, over and out.